the house you can't give away. Imagine that you own a house and 100 people move into your yard without your permission, and the government comes and says, these people need homes, so we are going to take your house and give it to them. Is that justice? Whether they have a 3 day old baby or they had a cesarean section is irrelevant. That's a different argument. But we conflate things here in Jamaica. This is the philosophical problem at the heart of Cooper's pen. The PNP government saw a humanitarian problem and tried to solve it through compulsory acquisition. But they ran into a problem because the courts said you cannot use the power of the state to take privately owned land simply to regularize an unlawful occupation. Separation of powers. The system is working. The PNP appealed it, and the Court of Appeal upheld that said position. Now, that does not mean that the residents didn't need help. They did. But here's the principle. And anytime you try to build a society on feelings and not principle, you're in problems. That's not how the world runs. From creation, God establishes principles, and every day the sun comes up and the moon and all the other planets spinning in orbit because of the same principle. Here's the principle. You cannot correct one injustice by creating another. You can't do that. The residents' need for land is a legitimate social question. The owner's right to property is a legitimate legal question. On one hand, you have a social question. On the other, there is a legal question. The government's job is to find a solution that respects both. It's a lack of leadership on the PNP's path. That's what leadership is. Not choosing which right you like. It is to respect both of the rights. Finding a lawful way to protect both. And I heard Mr. Crawford. He wants to be the leader of the party and eventually Prime Minister of Jamaica. And Mr. Crawford seemed to be adopting the PNP's position of choosing which right you like. That's not leadership, Mr. Crawford. The courts said you cannot use the power of the state to take privately owned land simply to regularize an unlawful occupation. Respect the rule of the court. Respect the residents' need for help, and find a lawful way to protect both. If you did that, the bulldozers would have not have arrived, and the situation would have been much different. The house you can't give away.